use this occasion for that true farewell to the old limited self, the fearful self, the linear human self, the self who had to identify with a past, the self who wondered what was going to happen in the future. Let's use this opportunity for a true farewell to being lost, to being confused, not wondering what was going to happen. Let's use this as an opportunity to say farewell to doubt. Oh, doubt. Such an ugly, smelly blanket, but you still carry it around. Why? Why? You ask yourself why. I ask you why. Why would you want to carry around that really grotesque old blanket of doubt? But it gives you a certain degree of comfort. I think there is an odd comfort in it. You think that if you don't doubt yourself, that you're going to do something, you're going to act in a way that you shouldn't act. So you put that limitation, that doubt is kind of like your braking system. You got to doubt yourself. Got to throw that doubt in there just to make sure. But let's use this also as a time to say farewell to the doubt. I'll put it in very human terms, very linear terms. What do you have to lose? If you let go of doubt, if you don't get caught up in doubt, rather, if you don't get caught up in doubt, what's the worst that's going to happen? That you're going to do something bizarre like becoming a master. You let go of doubt that you're going to let your light shine, that you're going to have charisma, that you're going to let the true you come out. The doubt it's like a prison. The doubt is a limitation. And actually, so many of you have gotten so used to doubt, this demon, this ghost, gotten so used to it that you just accept that it's there and it's going to keep coming back. That it's always going to be fighting that doubt. You can let it go right now. You're going to let go of giving it any sort of credibility, any sort of energy. You're going to let go of that doubt. Doubt is such an energy drainer, as you doubters know. Doubting yourself. Such an energy drainer. It saps you of energy. Doubt is one of the relatives of SES virus. When doubt gets into your mind, it kind of freezes up your mind, and then it penetrates deeper and deeper. That doubt gets uglier and uglier, and what happens is you don't do anything because you're doubting yourself. After a while, my friends, that gets to be such a bizarre way of living between the passion for your realization and then all the doubt. Let's say farewell to all of that. I'm going to ask you to stop the fight within yourself, starting at the stroke of midnight, wherever you happen to be. But stop that fight that you're not good enough, that you've done something wrong, that you need to work on yourself, that you need to make yourself better, that you need to improve yourself, that you have to have a plan. I don't want to see one of you, any one of you, have a New Year's, what do you call them?
Resolution.
Because they never work. You're not resolving anything, and then you think you're even a bigger schmuck than before the resolution, and you got this whole battle going on. Now, what I'm saying here doesn't apply to everybody out there. They would crumble to pieces if they took this advice. But for Schambro, I think you understand. No more fight. And no, you're like, oh, this is going to be really good because I'm really tired of fighting. But the fact is you're not tired enough of fighting quite yet. So there's going to be a tendency to try to hide some fighting in your pockets or in the closet or wherever you hide things from me. which you don't. There's going to be a tendency, it's like, well, I still have to work on my fill in the blank, because Adamus doesn't understand my, your incredible weakness, your incredible addiction, your incredible perversions, your incredible everything. Yeah, I understand all of them. But I understand that by fighting them, you're living them. By fighting them, you're living them. When you fight these things, when you battle against yourself, when you have to set goals for a master are like a kryptonite for Superman. Oh, goals. Just but why goals? Goals are assuming that there's something wrong with you, that there's something you have to improve. You don't need goals. You need to live. That's all. You just need to live without the fight, without the struggle, life is not a struggle. It really isn't. If you take the essence of life, it's not a struggle. Never was. But there are a lot of things that have made it a struggle. And you've bought into it. You've been seduced into it. You kind of like it. Even though you say you don't like it, you do like it, because otherwise you wouldn't be doing it. No more fight. Not fight in your health. I have a health issue. Stop fighting it. It sounds good at first, but then all of a sudden you're like, but that means I'm allowing it. I'm embracing it, and then it's gonna take over. You're going to be so surprised at how the fight itself made it real. How the focus, and I'm not saying either to avoid it and pretend you don't have it. I'm saying to actually allow it. It's counterintuitive to allow your addictions, to allow your illnesses, to allow your weaknesses, to allow all those things that you don't like about yourself. It's very, very counterintuitive. We're going to come back to this time and time again, and I'm going to call you on it during the year, but the fight is over. Whatever it is, health, relationships, self-loathing, self-doubt, food, any sort of addictions, and there are no addictions, it's all mental. Any sort of thing that you're struggling against with yourself, including the why haven't I achieved more in my life. I'm going to throw up if I ever see any of you thinking that, because you're looking at yourself through this little microscopic view. You're looking at yourself. You say, why? Other people have achieved more. Other people haven't come to this planet at one of the most beautiful but challenging times to be an embodied master. Is there anything grander? Well, just another degree is gonna be better than that. A little bit more money, a bigger house? I don't think so. So I'm gonna put it out there again. We'll come back to it next month. No more fight within yourself. And you're gonna try to apply it to the outside world and say, oh, I shouldn't be fighting. Now fight the outside world. Stop it within yourself. Stop all these limitations and arguments and holding back and self-prescriptions and all the other weird things that you do. Let yourself free.